Hey, it's Scotch Test Dummies. We're coming to you with Arran, baby.
Arran.
But it's not Arran. It'd be Arran.
10-year. Let's test it.
Test it! All right, so we joke about the name, but there's an actual island or an isle.
Isle of
There's
Arran.
an Isle of Arran.
Isle of Arran.
Arran? Is it said Arran?
Arran.
Mock us in the comments, because you know what? I think it's Arran. This is the 10-year.
Let's point out real quick, right there on the front, non-chill filtered, bottled at natural color.
Non-chill filtered, natural color.
46%?
If it is, I'm in love. 46%. I'm loving
Jackpot.
that. Boom, that's where it should be bottled.
That's three things. 46%, non-chill filtered, no coloring added.
Boom. Whoa, and I poured a lot.
Let's test it.
We're going to test it.
Just give me some of your. That's cool. Dang.
I was overly excited. You don't have to drink it all.
We were just talking about that too.
Well, there's no pressure. You don't have to drink it all. Just give it to me when you're done. I'm not driving. Drink responsibly.
We need to go shopping. We ought to do a whiskey run.
We did a whiskey run 15 days ago.
What do I got?
20 days ago.
106.
106. Boom. For those that don't know, he writes a little note. If you end up getting that one, you'll know it came from this episode. Enough said. He doesn't like to say more about it.
Just let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Some people will be like, why does he say 106?
106. Why does he mention a number? Because you actually paid more to put that little serial number on there.
Yeah, they did cost more to get them serial numbered.
Right.
These were our first run of our this 2-inch poker chip ceramic coin was serial numbered to 250 and labeled with cask 1, so we know it's the first run of these we do. The next one will be cask 2. And
when we get to that point, we're going to wait, but we're going to change the design up a little bit.
We are actually not too far away.
Right.
I mean, they're
flying out.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, because we did hold back some so that we can maintain sets. Mm-hmm. We've held back some.
We held back the first 50.
The first 50 are held back. We may do a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo at some point in time, and you may be able to get a set. You don't think so? Come on, man. It'd be like 3 years from now.
You've been talking Kickstarter for 3 years.
Sure. I love Kickstarter.
Okay. I know.
I got a buddy with a board game.
You do.
I got a buddy with a board game podcast. He funds his podcast off of Kickstarters every year, and he has 4 employees. He does a good show. All right, what do you get on the nose?
This has a great citrusy maltiness.
Okay.
A little bit of vanilla and a hazelnut.
Wow. For those that don't know, we'll take notes. We'll try this multiple times, usually before we film, and then we try it again on the show. So we'll refer to our notes. I have the cereal malt, definitely, and then I have a dough. This reminds me, my mom makes the best homemade cinnamon rolls, and she would just have that dough rising on top of the oven and just overflowing out of this giant ceramic bowl. And I would come home from school, and the whole kitchen would smell like this dough. I love it. I love it.
You know, I'm laughing on the inside.
Well, I don't care if you're crying or whatever.
I'm pretty sure you've had my mom's cinnamon rolls.
True. Did I say my mom makes the best in the world?
No, but I've never had one of your mom's cinnamon rolls.
You know what? She got old.
Oh, so she hasn't made any. You're not hoarding them? You just haven't shared them?
No. I even asked, when I was a kid, here's something my mom did that was really cool. On your birthday, you got to pick what you were going to have. My birthday was always in the summer. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah. And I would ask for cinnamon rolls in the breakfast. I don't even remember.
Cinnamon rolls for lunch?
Probably. Yeah, I was 12. I'd be bouncing. She'd be like, go on and play. It's your birthday.
And a cinnamon roll with a chicken drumstick.
Yeah, the trifecta. Supper. Actually, supper was always sloppy joes. Ooh. I love sloppy joes. I got older and I brought this up, and she goes, I always loved when you wanted sloppy joes because they were so easy to make. She goes, you had a harder breakfast item. So... because she had to pre-plan and get all those done. And
This has the nose on this is really great for a 10-year Scotch. A really great full nose. It's not sherry influenced. There's no peat. Just the maltiness and the citrus sweetness coming through it's a great noser. Hoser.
I knew you were going to take that somewhere. As soon as you said it's a great noser, I thought he's got something else coming. I would go into it, but I haven't seen it in a while. Taste. Right off the bat, I get an oak/nut. And it's strong. It's in the forefront. It's powerful. I get a little bit of astringency. Sorry, right as I said it, it kicked in. Then I get like a bamboo wood is what I get. And I don't even know how to describe that, but it feels like it's not like a dark oaky wood. I get a bamboo, but it's also like a little bit of citrus in there. It's very flavorful, but it comes in strong.
Does it taste
and
like
goes
a
away.
pear?
Let me try again. You talk while I try.
I've got in my notes, and even sitting here today, I can't believe this is a 10-year. It's so full. At least a 12 to 13-year palate. A nice floral note on the palate. To me, I've got pear down for my citrus.
I would agree with you on that. You're right. I
And-
didn't have it in here, but yeah, that's the fruitiness is a pear.
The maltiness as well. Not as strong on the palate to me as it is on the nose. When I nosed it, you think, wow, it's going to be really malty.
Right.
But not as much malt on the palate.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely that oak and that nut. Just, right off the top. And then that lighter woody flavor.
Ooh.
Yeah. Their tenure is exquisite. It really is.
Probably the best 10-year I've had. Lefroy, Ardbeg.
What did I say? Because you're it's like you're in my head. It's like you're in my head. What did I just think?
10-year non-peated whiskey.
I like where you were in my head
Scotch.
before, because you were right on with me thinking 10 years. I would tell you you're right. Without no peat being present, this is an extremely elegant, flavorful 10 year. And it's very impressive. Probably the only thing that I don't like as much, it's not a bad thing, is just that astringency. I am not as big a fan of the astringency. I don't hate it. I don't even dislike it. But for me, when they're sweeter, they don't dry my mouth as much. It feels almost the reverse, like it's making my mouth water. And this one leaves my palate a little dry, but I love it. That's my only thing on it. It's not really a knock. It's just the one thing that I wish it was a little less astringent. Dry.
I'd say it's it is a little dry.
Spilled a little.
We've had a lot worse.
I'm not even
I don't
saying
mind
it's
it.
bad.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
That hazelnut or even an almond is still coming through with it.
I spilled a little. I'm doing the hand deal. Gives off a real good grain, almost
Now-
like the husk.
I do have that
An angel got
the
his
water
wings.
brings out more of the malt and a little bit of a clove note. And I've got clove, but I'm almost getting, in my notes I've got clove, I'm almost getting just a little spiciness maybe with it today. Not like a pepper spiciness, but more like a kitchen spice, allspice, nutmeg again.
Now I gotta say, when they say allspice, what is that? I always
It's an
wonder.
allspice.
Is there a thing
It's
called allspice?
Yes.
Okay, I need to try it because I'm not familiar with allspice.
It's a seasoning.
I've had cumin, or is it cumin?
I say cumin.
I say cumin. Okay, but there's actually a spice. It's called allspice, and it's not like a blending of several spices, or maybe dare I say all of the
I
spices.
think it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
huh. So it's a blending
I
of
think.
spices. Comments. Because I've always been perplexed. Like, what is allspice? What does that mean? Is it spelled like AUL, allspice, and it's a special spice?
ALL.
Okay, so it literally is like
Allspice.
like it's all spices that have ever existed being combined into one miraculous spice known as allspice.
I just got a good vanilla cream. I'm gonna guess this is ex-bourbon cask because of it.
I can't even nary a guess.
Let's see what it says.
I don't know. While you're reading, I will chat. I'm going to tell you, we haven't mentioned it in a while. You can get a Scotch Test Dummies glass. It's got our logo on it. This is the second run. We always buy Glencairns, and they have either our logo on it or the Dummies or both. And we'll buy 100 of them, and then when we sell out of those, we re-up. So if you ever want a glass, we've got a lot of people getting a coin and a glass because we use our poker chip coin with our logo also as a topper. I got to tell you, as far as a topper goes, I like it a lot better than those little crystal toppers. This, you throw in your pocket. I could be out at the bar and throw it on there.
Yeah, the crystal ones with the little knob on, they don't fit in your pocket as well.
No.
It's not like you're out and about and you go, oh, here, let me get my topper out of my pocket.
Pull my little crystal topper out.
Nope, boom, right here. Out of my pocket. Bam.
Right. And then it's a chat up device. That sounds very technical. But if you're out at the bar, you throw this on a nice whiskey glass so you can maintain your nose. I guarantee somebody's going to go, what do you got there? It just screams whiskey expert. It says you're not a dummy like these guys. So what do you got on there? Did you get anything? I was filling time.
I'm looking. I just looked at the first website, Masters of Malt, and they didn't say.
Well, I bought this bottle. We'll get into is it worth it in a second. But this as the entry level for Arran is just a wonderful, great bottle. It's a good purchase, good buy. I may have gotten this as a Christmas gift. I can't remember.
You bought it. No, it was in the Christmas set with the two glasses.
Oh, you're right. Way back when. I'd forgotten about that. I knew, well, no, come on. We've got so many whiskeys so little time. I knew it was a Christmas thing. I got it around Christmas. Well, here's something I suffer from. When I buy stuff around Christmas, first of all, it makes my wife mad. She's like, hey, I'm trying to get you gifts, and then you're buying stuff that you already like. But I remember now, that being a Christmas set, it had these little tiny glasses, not even Glencairns, but it had these little tiny glasses. And in the set, I thought, wow, what a great deal. I want to get that. And I think the wife had already picked me up something. You're right, now that I remember. Mm-hmm. But didn't I ask you to grab it for me while you were out?
Yes.
That's why I don't remember buying it.
This one and the Kilhoman Makir Bay.
I've never had that. Set. I've never even heard of Kilhoman Makir Bay. Makir. So what did you find out?
I already reviewed it. Yeah, ex-bourbon casks.
Whoa, and you're getting good, brother.
And a slight influence of sherry cask.
Wow.
Small
Joanne McGinnis she'd said when we had her on the live show that she's loving the bourbon influence that's showing up in casks. She said she almost likes to call it a finish because there's so many different ways that, especially different whiskeys that are being finished in bourbon.
Well, typically a finish is going to be that it spent the majority of its time in one cask, and when you finish it, you move it to another cask.
Right.
What she was saying, she used finish, but she didn't mean finish. She meant general vatting or general casking.
But there's even been a trend.
The majority of its time in bourbon casks.
There's been a trend lately where some scotches are using a prior filled bourbon barrel, but then they're moving it into a virgin oak for like 2 months just to give it some of those vanillas and
pop it
I think caramels. So I agree. There's a lot of wonderful experimentation going on. This is a great 10-year bottle. Do you remember the cost since you bought it and then I paid you back?
No, but I'm pretty sure it's $40 range, $45 range.
So you're writing your score, and then we're going to talk about is it worth it. This is, I've been given the same score a few times, 88. I like it. Wow, lucky. 88.
I marked mine up. I had an 87 in my notes, but sitting here today, it's gone up 1 degree.
Your scoring system would have captured that.
Yep.
If you would add an 87 plus minus 1 handicap. That's right. All right, boom. Is it worth it? Is this bottle worth how much? 45?
I would say 40. Just say $45.
Yes, it is. Whether it's in the gift set with the 2 glasses or not, that's why it was a steal. If I remember right, you called and sent a photo and said, look at this. I'm like, get it. and then it's well deserved, flavorful, nice. If you haven't had Arran, this is one you want to go try. I think this expression is better than the older ones that I've had so far.
Well, we've done the 14 year, which I like. I think it's a little bit well done, a little bit more well done. I think it shows the age a little bit more in it. And then we've got the port casking coming up as well. And we may have a live stream with Scotchology coming up in March, and they're going to send us a sample of another one of the special caskings.
Wow.
That we don't have.
Gotcha. Well, they're doing a lot. I'm going to throw out there, I love their little cap bottle design. You'll see it when we did, the 14?
It's not focused.
Oh, it's not focused.
We can't stick it clear out there.
I can't stick it clear out there. Re-quote that. I can't stick it way out there.
Usually you're like shaking it around. You're like, I love the cap end of this. Oh, if you look at it, it's really good. It's really did a really good job.
Somebody put in the comments, why
together.
is Scott so mean to the tall guy? So first of all, it's Bart, just so you know. Tall guy's fine, but I like that they were wanting to know, why is Scott so mean to the tall guy? It's funny, and I can take it. All right. Anything else you want to add in? It's an aisle.
Follow us on Twitter.
Yes.
Follow us on Facebook. We're newly on Instagram.
You are all over Instagram.
We're real, well, yeah.
You are.
Real Scotch Test Dummies on
Right.
Instagram.
That's our name
At
there.
Scotch Test Dummy on Twitter.
Facebook is Scotch Test Dummies. I run that page poorly. There's stuff there.
You're busy.
Right. Although we've been doing the live shows, I've been putting out, hey, we're doing a live show Sunday, blah, blah, blah.
Huh.
And some of those have been getting, we've been getting like 400 or 500 likes to the individual videos I put out on there.
Good.
Yeah, it's cool.
Good.
It's actually been going well.
Check us out on Patreon. You can help crowdfund us, help support the show a little bit if you want to. You can give us $1 a month, or you can give us $20 a month, or $50 a month.
Oh my God.
It's
Now
up to
you're
you.
getting crazy. It's like Bill Gates is watching. And we're working on T-shirts. Don't know if we'll get them this year. We're going to have like a black kind of tee that probably looks something like that. Hold on, let me do it Bruno style.
Yeah.
It's gonna
106.
look like that.
106.
And we're going to scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro. Dummies.